Thank you for watching my channel. Please subscribe and like. Now back to the news. Veteran CNN host Poppy Harlow is leaving the struggling cable news network 2 months after the cancellation of CNN This Morning, where a slew of on-air meltdowns had sparked last year's ouster of Don Lemon. CNN boss Mark Thompson told staffers of Harlow's departure during CNN's 9 a.m. editorial call Friday, and Harlow confirmed her exit in an email to colleagues. "When I walked in the door at CNN in 2008, I was 25 years old and had never been on live TV. Green is an understatement," Harlow wrote in the email, which was first reported by Vanity Fair. "I grew up here. As a journalist and as a person." Harlow, 41, thanked Thompson, as well as Amy Entelis, the executive vice president for talent, CNN Originals, and creative development, writing that the two have been wonderful and have given me the space to make this decision. She will officially exit CNN next week. Harlow, who has held various reporting and anchor gigs at CNN, most recently served as a co-host on CNN This Morning, the ill-fated morning show launched in 2022, under ousted CEO Chris Licht. She was teamed with Caitlin Collins and Lemon, who was fired after a series of missteps, including blowing up a Collins off-camera, and infamously declaring on air that Nikki Haley, then a GOP presidential candidate, was not in her prime. "A woman is considered to be in their prime in their 20s and 30s, and maybe 40s, the 56-year-old Lemon said. Harlow immediately called out the failed primetime host. "What are you talking about? Way prime for what?" Lemon quickly tried to save himself by claiming he wasn't stating his personal beliefs, and that his bizarre rant was based on facts that could be gleaned from an internet search. "That's not according to me," he said. "It's like prime. If you look it up. If you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. Harlow ended up storming off the set. Lemon was briefly pulled off the air and apologized after receiving backlash. Lemon was fired last April, and soon after Collins was moved to primetime, leaving Harlow to host the morning show with Phil Mattingly, CNN's chief White House correspondent. The morning show's ratings, which were never strong, failed to improve. In January, CNN This Morning averaged 322,000 total viewers, while MSNBC's Morning Joe drew 988,000, and Fox's Fox and Friends pulled in 1.07 million. Thompson announced a shakeup in February, which entailed axing the morning show and replacing the hosts with anchor Casey Hunt, who now anchors the early morning newscast from Washington, D.C., from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Weeks later, Mattingly was named chief domestic correspondent, but Harlow's future was uncertain. Harlow was offered a new role at the same time as Mattingly, but eventually turned it down, Vanity Fair reported.